Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Unscripted Access. I'm your host, Bronson Fiore, joined by the amazing Anthony Ta.
I am not tired in any way whatsoever, people. That's a guarantee.
And joining us this evening is intern 001, Ray Johannesson.
Hey, everybody!
Alright, hey, Anthony, how you doing? Good?
Yeah.
So obviously he's doing better than us.
We just ate. Ray and I officially started our diets today.
I'm sad.
Diets. Tell me about this diet.
Alright, Bronson, you know the diet better than I do.
Alright, so our morning is eggs and fruit. Our snack is fruit. Our lunch is a tuna sandwich on wheat with light mayo and wheat thins and a piece of fruit, and in Ray's case, a glass of milk.
Yeah.
Afternoon snack is rice, and dinner is a cup of green veggies, a serving of rice or potato, and a serving of meat.
Mix this with weightlifting and you have the world's deadest intern.
So, is this like a exercise diet, a weight losing diet, or just a general improving health diet?
Different for both of us?
Kind of different for both of us. It's general improving health, and it's also, in my case, I have some slight changes for weight loss, and it's also because we're gonna be weightlifting. So yeah, fun shit.
Yeah.
Health improvement is good because let's be honest here, when you're 55 and get hit with a $70,000 hospital bill or medical bill, oof. So be healthy.
Wait till you
health is good.
I already have one of those.
Yeah, health is important. But yeah, so the diet first day is, fine. That's pretty much all I can say about it.
Yeah, I mean, we just started.
We just started with our breakfast a couple hours ago.
A couple hours ago.
Or an hour ago.
I was about to say, we finished eating at like 7:50.
Yeah. No, we finished before that because, we ate dinner after journey. My bad. Oh god. But no, we had our breakfast. Gonna make our lunch after the podcast. It's gonna be fun stuff. General health improvement, yo.
Yeah, I just have to eat real food when he's not around.
To good health.
So, yeah.
Bronson, I won't tell you.
I'll find out and I'll hurt you. But yeah, so Anthony, a little game has hit PSN Plus this past month that I think everyone on staff has played at least a little bit of, and that is Rocket League. Have you yet to try any Rocket League?
I got through tutorial. Very fun concept.
Wait, you actually did the tutorial?
I actually did the tutorial to at least have some clue what I'm doing so I don't get humiliated on 60-minute access this week.
It's next week. This week is Rare Replay.
Okay, well, next week. But
League is just fantastic.
I think it's a great concept. It's basically just rocket gun, RC cars, and a soccer ball on a soccer field. That's really big. And you know what? I just read that, people like it because 3 million downloads.
5. It's up to 5.
5 okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, have either of you two tried actual ranked mode compared to just the normal
I went online and did a ranked match.
Yeah, ranked mode is so much better because you don't get the people who just want the gold. Because you actually have people who will try in ranked.
Yeah.
Because if you lose, your rank goes down. So it's not the people who will just you're about to hit the ball straight in, there's nobody, and then some guy that's come from the side hit the ball out in front of you just because he wanted to try for the goal. There's actual teamwork.
Yeah. That game it has teamwork. It's super fun. You only add. Well, this posts on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Anthony.
Yes.
If you have a PS4, you have a week. Download Rocket League. Go now.
Hurry.
You will not regret it.
It's really.
And here's the thing: if you have
price.
PlayStation PlayStation Plus, it's free in quotes.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like free? That's almost as good as watching our neighbor play Dark Souls through the window.
Yeah.
He gets mad at us now. He shuts his blinds. I'm very sad.
One day we should just, like, instead of watching from like our window, we should just go over to the window in the yard and just be like, hey.
Just bring popcorn and sodas.
Yep.
It's cheat day.
Yep, that's our cheat day. Popcorn and sodas.
If you have an internet bill, you don't need Twitch. Just watch out your window.
Watch your neighbors.
Just holding axes and sledgehammers. We're destroying a couch.
Yeah.
You should equip that other sword you just got. It's better.
Here, equip this axe.
It gives +5 to one-handed damage.
I need to call my grandfather and ask him if we can borrow his maul.
Maul?
Yeah, you know what a maul is, right?
Yeah, like the big ass.
Like a hammer with the spike on the end.
Why would we borrow that?
To destroy the couch easier.
What?
Yeah.
That would just stick to the couch.
So would an axe.
Yes, but you could pull out an axe a lot easier than a spiky ball that's wrapped around things.
No, like that's.
Or is it the stick with just the spiky ball on top?
No. A maul is like it's a sledgehammer, but one end is a spike.
That thing.
Yeah, that's a maul.
Oh, that thing would be useful. Yeah. Why does he have one of those? Is that how you evict people? He gives you that. Tell tenant 227 I want him out now, or face the wrath of Shere Khan.
No, I do that thing in The Lost and Damned where I like put their face up to a motorcycle tire, and then once I'm done, I hit them in the jaw with a small sledgehammer.
That's rude.
Yeah, no. Yeah, he has one of those because he worked over a roofing company and has to remodel houses because he rents out a lot of houses. So.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so, just gotta be, bam! Knocking that thing out.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you said you wanted to light it on fire this morning, so.
I thought that might be a good idea if, we could contain it.
Yeah, that would not, and then we would just shovel ash in the dumpster versus having to cut it up.
Yeah. But I'm a pyromaniac, so...
So you look for any excuse to burn anything and everything?
Yeah. To be fair, surround it by rocks, turn it into a nice bonfire one night. Invite the TGA crew over, we'll have s'mores, it'll be nice.
Kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya.
The couch we buried in frosting, it was so great.
You've never had s'mores, have you?
No.
You probably like them. It's not that much chocolate. It's mostly just marshmallows and graham cracker. Yeah. I mean, you can adjust it. Question, you've been camping and cooked marshmallows on a fire before, right?
Of course.
How do you like your marshmallows?
Brownish tint, but still kind of whitish.
Okay.
I don't like them burnt because I don't like charred.
That's
my thing.
That's man, I like a different, my marshmallow, I prefer just
black is your soul.
Black is the night. Yeah,
Yeah, I like mine just toasted.
But you have to make them black the right way.
Oh, how do you make yours black, Bronson?
Well, no, because if you do it too long, then the inside starts to get black. I like having that.
Oh, that gooey, that shell.
Yeah, I like having a shell where the outside is black, but the inside is just melty marshmallow.
It's just the most delicious thing ever.
Yeah,
that's why I like it perfectly brown. You light it on fire, you spin it twice, and you just blow it out, and it's that perfect shade of brown. You're just ah.
Yeah, last time I went camping, I made hella s'mores.
Last time I went camping, I had a s'mores fight.
Wow.
You ever have a s'mores fight, a marshmallow fight?
No.
It's basically where you cook a marshmallow and you get it to that really pasty kind of mish, then you squish it up and then you smack it on people.
That seems really dickish.
My cousin,
that seems like a waste of marshmallows.
My cousin got my dad under both his armpits at once.
Huh. Okay.
Can you imagine that? Just all your armpit hair, just
all marshmallows. And you can't shower because it's you're camping.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Yeah.
That's awful. Last time I cooked s'mores and marshmallows, though, I was on a beach.
Maybe I'll make some in the backyard tonight.
With a fucking couch fire.
Yeah. It gives the marshmallow a certain smoky flavor.
Hey, so we don't live out in the middle of nowhere, but we act like it. So.
Yeah, there's neighbors and other residents, but to be fair, they throw so many.
There's so much fucking garbage in our lot. There people across the street who throw massive parties. There's the meth lab 2 doors down from them. That was a legitimate meth lab that exploded. Now it's an abandoned house.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, can we shoot golf balls at it?
Sure. And then there's just rude people who throw trash in our yard.
Right? Those are the worst.
Yeah, you guys if you're listening to this and you throw trash in my yard, you are an asshole.
I don't know if you'll know who this is, but yeah, because then he has to pick it up, and I have to help him.
Yeah, like, oh, God.
Or his dictator of a grandfather will
slash landlord.
Yeah, will slash not only his tires, but his Achilles.
Yeah. So, Anthony, you there?
I just enjoy my food.
Yeah, I was about to say, give him a chance.
Okay.
We can keep this alive. We've got plenty of stories.
But yeah, Rocket League is a great game. It's getting a lot of good press.
Is it a game that came out this year?
Yeah,
Rocket League is fantastic.
I didn't play it more than just a toy, but that's as far as I got. Then Witcher 3 took over.
Like, Rocket League is actually a brand new game that they gave it away on Plus.
Like, let's put it this way. I downloaded it, and I was like, I'm gonna give it a shot, and I put 6 hours into it without moving. I was just like, what happened?
Alright, well,
what are the news you got, Bronson?
But yeah, Rocket League is definitely getting a lot of good press. Next up is Sony's market share in Europe, in continental Europe, is over 90%.
You mean the PS4, right? The PlayStation?
It says, Sony Europe President Jim Ryan explained the PS4 has at least 70% of the market share in European countries, with it peaking at 90% in certain countries.
Damn.
So that means...
Wow.
That basically means the only thing keeping the Xbox One alive is America.
That's something to think about, too.
That makes sense, because that's pretty much what's been keeping the Xbox alive. I mean, like, the UK is an interesting place, because UK loves Forza. Like, that's something right there.
Well, okay, so what you need to remember about the UK, though... I mean, it sells well, but yeah, like, what you need to remember about the UK, though, and... what you need to remember about the UK is the fact that they don't have the Nintendo nostalgia that like we have in the States, because Nintendo got there in like 88 instead of 85, and their shit was super expensive, and most like Europeans were PC gamers. So like Europeans largely like were Sega and PlayStation. And like PlayStation like it'd be like the equivalent of in America, Nintendo released something equivalent to the Xbox One or the PS4 plus all their Nintendo games. That's kind of what the PlayStation brand is over there.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. So over 70% in Europe overall and peaking 90% in some countries.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's okay, we'll just monopolize our game console market in your country.
I mean, you could always get a PC.
That would solve.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is that this is like console market share. It's not exactly counting computers.
Yeah, Europe is really big.
And then if you count computers, it's really, really hard, because it's like, well, what counts then? Any computer that can run League of Legends counts as a gaming PC, or does it actually have to have a dedicated graphics chip? Well, then what qualifies as an awesome graphics chip, and what isn't? It gets really convoluted if you want to throw PCs into that mix.
Yeah, I think that
because if you want to throw PCs, then computers is the #1 gaming system forever.
Well, it is.
Well, yeah, it is. But
I would hate to break that to everyone.
If your system can run League of Legends at 30 frames without dying, it qualifies as a gaming computer. And that's not really much of a qualification to start with, because my old laptop that didn't even have a dead graphics chip, and that was the laptop I used for most of college, that could qualify as a gaming PC just because it can run StarCraft 2 and League on low settings.
I mean, like, I look at my,
Warcraft.
I got a new computer and it can play things now.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that more on the raid tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, I look at my PC and I look at my Steam wish list, and like, I don't have a top-of-the-line graphics card. Like I said, the desktop equivalent is a 650 Ti. And, I mean, like, I can run Metal Gear Rising fine on high. I can run the Borderlands games. I can run GTA 5, though not optimally. Like, it's only recently with like games like Batman and The Witcher where I'm like, fuck, I have to upgrade.
Batman's not a good example.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. Batman
Batman's
spec
kinda
list.
terrible.
But, like, The Witcher, like, what's The Witcher 3 specs again? They're
We don't need
insane.
to look it up, but you needed some power to run it.
Yeah, like, I just pulled it up on Steam, and, like, no way I could run this game on recommended. Ray can't run this on recommended.
My new one?
Yeah. You
Can
know?
I get my new graphics card?
I can't even run it on my laptop unless I turn the resolution down so low that's not even worth it.
Yeah, like...
Oh, that being said, though, there was like this patch that came out for The Witcher, this really big 2 GB patch, 1.07. Apparently, it fixed a lot of the game's issues, as far as I'm concerned. When they make something that big, I can actually turn on Hairworks and the frame rate wouldn't crash down like crazy. Like, well, I could turn Hairworks to full, and I actually would get a decent frame rate and not crash out like crazy. I'm like, oh, that's so much better.
That's because Hairworks was broken. Like, let's...
Yeah, well, they fixed it. They fixed it,
yeah,
I think.
Because whenever you're like, oh, I have a perfectly fine, like, playable 50 to 60 frames, that's cut in half because this dumb software that doesn't make the game look really any better at all.
Dumb software that wasn't finished, I should say.
Yeah, like...
Because I can run it on my system now just fine. Except it just ran like crap before that. Before the patch. But anyways, there's that small Witcher news segue thingy.
Yeah. I'm gonna, like, I haven't been super big on The Witcher, but, like, there's a staff circle jerk about that game right now between Nick, Bremen, and John.
I feel like you have to, like, here's the thing. If you're a fan of Western RPGs, you will like that game once you get past
the first 7 hours.
Okay, like, you have to reach the city. That's, like, I understand that goes back to usual. Well, it gets better when you get further in, but in this case, it's like, it depends how much patience you have. Do you have enough patience to reach the city? Once you reach the city of Novigrad, it gets really awesome because there's so much to do in that city, besides on the damn hunt for Ciri. Hunt for Ciri. Like, the city is amazing. I honestly, that's probably one of the best cities in video games I've ever played in. That being said, the journey there, with the exception of you doing some stuff for the Baron, man. Anyways, yeah, that's The Witcher 3. But yeah,
like,
so where were we?
Like, I got 5 hours into The Witcher 3, and, like, I was just like, this isn't that great. I don't see why everyone loves this. And then I went to go play more Bloodborne and Batman, and which are incredible, and Splatoon came out, and I love Splatoon. And, like, everyone continues to make progress in The Witcher, and there's this giant staff circle jerk, and John gave it a 10. I'm like, you people are out of your fucking mind.
And I can see why it's likable.
I see why it's likable, but, like, Ray and I finished Batman, and, like, that game was fucking incredible. And then, like, Ray's finished Bloodborne. I played through about half of it. And Bloodborne, like, if Batman didn't even come out this year, I would, like, right now, I have The Witcher below Rocket League. Like, right now, if I were to make a top 10 list, Witcher would be, like, 6 or 7, just because there aren't that many games out. Like, right now, it goes Batman, Bloodborne, Ori, Splatoon, Rocket League, Gravity Ghost, Witcher. Like, I don't understand this fucking game. Like, these people.
You don't understand most Western RPGs. It's like you trying to.
They're terrible. They're
okay,
so
convince
bad.
me to love shooters then. Oh, right. I don't care about most shooters. That's not my genre. Western RPGs are not your genre. There you go. I don't care about most shooters. Everyone comes to me and says, "Oh, Gears 3 is awesome," and I'm like, I kind of don't get it. And then they come to me and say, "Halo 3 is awesome," and I kind of don't get it. And then they come to me and say, "Destiny is awesome," and then I still don't get it.
First off,
it's like shooters. I get it. Like, I'm just like, well, maybe it's just not my genre. Instead of like forcing myself to, instead of like, getting pissed off at everybody just because they like a game. It's it's just not my genre. Like, Western RPGs, I just kind of know this is just how they're designed.
I would believe that if there weren't Western RPGs I really liked. Like, they're the exception, it seems, but there are some Western RPGs I really, really enjoy. I like Mass Effect 2 a lot. I like Mass Effect 3 quite a bit. Oblivion was great. KOTOR was awesome.
Oblivion is easily the best Western, in my opinion.
Yeah, KOTOR was rad.
Yeah, but you said you liked Oblivion just because you were forced to play because there was nothing else, right? So if there was other things, that means you wouldn't have liked Oblivion as much.
I wouldn't have put as much time into it. And like my problem with Western RPGs kind of like goes down this checklist of like they take like 10 hours before they get anywhere. They're so dependent upon like yeah, our main story is okay, but go do all this side stuff. Wow. And I'm just like, why? Why can't the main story be good? And why do I have to play 10 fucking hours of this game before it goes anywhere?
No, Bronson. Yeah. The Witcher, I played probably 20 hours of that game. And the best part, in my opinion, was the side stuff. Like, I got to the Baron. Like, and that part was pretty good. Like, the playing a series, I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, the Baron.
Actually, that's main story.
Yeah, but up until that, I was playing side quests. Like, there's one. My carriage fell off the road. Can you help me? And it's like this one, like, really important dude. Like, he's like a baron. Not a baron. He's like assistant to the baron. And he's been murdering people that don't agree with his politics. And he's like, you found out, didn't you? Yes. Yes, I did. You gonna kill me? Depends. Are you gonna do it again? Depends. Are you gonna tell anybody? And it's just like, it's just the witty humor. And I'm just like, I like this.
Like,
why isn't this main story?
Like, why don't they put this shit in the main plot? Like, and it's like you have to go hunt for that stuff.
Yeah, like, and it doesn't even tell you on the map half the time. Like, you literally have to ride past it on your horse while you're auto-running on a path.
Yeah, and then I look at, like a game like Grand Theft Auto. Like, we all like Grand Theft Auto here, right? Grand Theft Auto 5. Everyone it's pretty agreeable. Grand Theft Auto 5 is a great game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like, why can't it be like Grand Theft Auto, where it's like, here are all the Strangers and Freaks missions on the map, plus the main story from the beginning is entertaining. To be
fair, the story of Bloodborne, right off the start, I enjoyed it. Just like, look at this heap, like, just hunk of meat. Have fun. And then you just find a werewolf.
Bloodborne is a case of,
and it kills you, and then it's just like, here's a weapon.
I mean,
don't kill it.
Like, Bloodborne is technically, like, it's not a Western RPG, but it's very similar to one. Like, if every Western...
I think it's close, that's why
if every Western RPG was like Bloodborne, I would fucking love Western RPGs. You know? Like, just, I don't understand why this genre is so beloved. Like, there's so much, like, filler content in it. And then, like, the core gameplay... Like, The Witcher is a case of where it's better than most. Like, the combat is actually kind of interesting. The dialogue choices are neat. The game has, you know, some neat ideas. But, like, in between that, like, man, go walk for 20 minutes.
No, it's not go walk for 20 minutes. It's, let's run through this field. Hey, look, more wild dogs. What's one of the... Oh, wild dogs. Oh, nope. Okay, more wild dogs. Oh, look, a swamp thing. It's a swamp thing. Oh, more wild dogs.
Oh,
and, like, they give one experience, no matter how... Like, every monster, like, the most I got was, like, 5 experience. And this was killing something I wasn't even close to level 2.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no point. Like, I probably spent 4 hours grinding and got 2 levels. And I was just like, even doing quests, they're like, here's 10 experience! Woo! And they make it seem like it's the biggest deal.
I kind of feel like my experience through The Witcher 3 has been quite different, because what I did was I forced myself through the story as far as I could, then realized, oh crap, I'm getting underleveled. Okay, fine, I'll do some side quests. And somehow found lots of big side quests that were their own mini subplot lines that were pretty awesome. So, actually, to be honest, there were more like side quests that branched off the main story. So, say, oh, you met this one dude. But this one dude had this own giant quest line that gets shoved into your log once you help him with his whatever main story BS, and there you go. There's an awesome quest line. I didn't really go to a job board and said, help me find my missing wife, or play Gwen.
I love Gwen. That was the best part of that game.
Gwen is really interesting. I sit there and I'm just like, why do I feel like I'm sort of playing Hearthstone? No, I'm not playing Hearthstone. It's just another
I play Hearthstone every night.
But no, Anthony, like, you started off that thing with, I forced myself through the first few hours of the story.
That actually is something that I should note, is that I forced myself through as far as I could to the story until I had to stop and do side quests because I was underleveled, which in my opinion is a little wrong.
That's bad game design.
It's like, I feel like you should be given the option to shove through the story as much as possible if you want to shove through the story as quickly as possible, because let's be honest here, I just want to get it done and over with, because my original plan was finish the game, come back, do side quests if I have time, which became, okay, I can't really finish this because everything's going to kill me in 2 shots, gotta do side quests. Oh, look, money. Oh, look, armor. So you do need to do side quests in order to progress in the story without feeling like you're under-leveled little puny ant.
And let's go by the name of this, by the way. Side quest.
Yeah.
You are supposed to do them on the side if you want to.
Yeah, like, they literally made the game impossible if you don't do the side quests. Like, they made it so you cannot progress past a certain part of the story.
Oh, yeah, for the record, I was playing on easy.
Yeah, same.
See, I was playing on the hardest difficulty because I like a challenge, and I'm stupid. And I don't like to meditate because I found it, I don't know. But I was just like, let's try it the hardest thing. And it was literally like a pack of dogs were a challenge, like, throughout the entire game. Like, they could just sneak up on you and kill you in 2 hits. And I was just like, this is the most aggravating thing ever.
Yeah, like, it's this...
Like, killing that griffin, though, on the hardest difficulty, that felt like a Bloodborne fight.
Yeah, like...
But other than that, I was like, that was the only point where I enjoyed, like, the fighting. Which sucked! I had such high hopes for that game.
Like, that game, like, I played The Witcher 2, and I was like, man, with some adjustments, this could be a really great game. And, like, I play The Witcher 3, and I'm just like...
They didn't adjust anything.
They made travel less annoying. Because you have a horse now.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what? You know, like, that argument has never held up to me, that, like, it gets better later. That never hold up to me.
I never understood that. Like, yeah, if you just make it past the 10th hour, I promise it's worth it.
Versus, like, Batman, where it's like, boom!
It's instantly, you're top building.
You fall off and you start whooping people's asses.
Yeah. Like, that, like, or I'll break the other one. The other, ow!
Yeah, or like Bloodborne, where it's like, they have that hook of you die, and then they explain the world to you, and then you go out and you start fighting and exploring and doing interesting things, or like, just Ori and the Blind Forest is a similar thing to that. Splatoon is all multiplayer. Not really much I can say about that, but like, I go and I play this game, and it's just like, and like, some games I really like start slow, but not this slow.
Yeah, like,
Really? Because every Western... I keep hearing this. It's like every Western RPG that takes place in Fantasyland sets a new record on being slow. Like, what? Dragon Age was slow, and now you're saying The Witcher is slower.
They don't.
Best game ever.
Shut the fuck up. The thing is, they don't have to be this way. Oblivion starts out fast.
Oblivion, yeah. Skyrim is
you're in a prison.
Like a
guess what?
Cart ride.
That actually... I think it's like Oblivion just had a really interesting way of starting. It's just like, here's a prison level, and the prison level is its own tutorial. Okay, beautiful sunset. Be wowed. Okay, so we put a big marker on your map, which you could choose to walk like an idiot and laugh at yourself 2 years from now, or fast travel to your next big story quest line. Here you go. And then after that, you're like, okay, so I'm supposed to meet this dude who's some bastard child of the Emperor. Okay, and then you go there and the whole city is blown up already. And you're like, okay, great.
Like, that's something that I kind of value in a game, typically, is at least, like, if it's a slow start, it has to be intriguing. Like, Persona 4 starts slow, but at least
it builds super quick.
And it's interesting.
Yeah, smoking cop uncle.
Yeah, smoking cop uncle who drinks too much.
And, like, the 5-year-old who's like, let me make dinner for everyone. And
my dad's abusive.
I just, like, the whole time, I'm just like, it builds super quick, and then there's a murder!
And then they do the fog thing where you're in the dream world, they pull you into the Velvet Room.
Yeah, like, you have to fight the fog demon, and then there's another murder!
Or, like,
and then you meet the super cool characters. Like, they're super cool right off the bat.
Yeah, another game I like that starts slow, like World of Warcraft, it starts slow, but, like, at least they introduce you to the mechanics and the gameplay quickly, and they, like, hook you into the world with, like, they give you, like, 30-second spiel on whatever your race is and character and motivations, and boom, here's quest. Like, the human starting zone is like, yo, orcs are coming down from the town, go take care of them, and put out these fires.
Yeah. Well,
I honestly don't think World of Warcraft is the best example.
Yeah,
actually, to be honest, I don't think MMOs are the greatest examples.
Yeah, but like,
I mean, like, yeah, it's like, oh, slow starts, but this is go kill orcs. But I'm just like, that doesn't sound appealing to me whatsoever.
Or like Bayonetta starts Bayonetta starts at 10.
Yes.
Bayonetta is like 2, especially. I was just like, you're shopping, and then you get attacked by angels. And
Here comes some fighter jets.
And then Satan Santa comes out and makes you believe.
And now you're fighting on a fighter jet.
Like, even Destiny has a strong start. Like, Destiny is like, okay, you get a spiel about the Traveler, you get revived.
Yeah, like, the little robot that's just like, hi!
Peter Dinklage. You know, that's Peter Dinklage.
I know it is.
And, yeah, like, and you go through the first area, and then you have to hold off that area where he gets the ship ready, you get in the ship, and you take off.
Yeah, that is a good beginning.
Yeah.
Like, that is a solid beginning, in my opinion. But I don't know, like I've tried, like, I don't know, Skyrim, that fucking cart scene kills me every time. Like, I'll get bored during the cart scene and switch the games.
Oh, man. Freaking, if you... I'm gonna get on a little bit of a rant here. The problem with the start of Skyrim, you sit in the car, you're driving along, it's like, Bethesda presents. We are cinematically not so cinematic because fading is instantly cool. You're sitting in a cart and you sit there and you ride along and ride along and ride along and ride along. Oh, he's the prisoner. And then freaking extra credits actually pointed this out. They throw so much game jargon at you that you don't know what the hell they're talking about. They named like maybe 5 gods. They introduced this dude that you didn't even realize had the power of the voice. They say he had like whatever. He could like shout. He can shout things. But but the first time I played, I didn't even know who that guy was. I just thought, oh, he's kind of special. And then when I met him again, he's like, we were on the cart together, and I didn't remember. I'm like, who are you again?
Like,
that guy.
You want to
before you go on that, with Skyrim, there's also another thing. Just like in the beginning of the game, it's just like you were accidentally a prisoner, and then they still want to kill you. Like, you weren't doing anything wrong. Like, you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, he's not even on the list. What do we do with him? Hang him anyways. Cut off his head. Like, that made no sense to me. Because that
establishes that we're assholes. Civil War.
Yeah, like, and now you just hate the system. It like, throws you in hating everyone.
Granted, you should hate you should hate everyone because no one gives a shit about what you do in that world. It's all in your head. It's all just single bloated ego. Like, you think about it. You go out there, you kill the big black dragon, and what do people do? Oh, thank you for killing the dragon. Back to our Civil War. You stop the Civil War. What do they do? Oh, I sit on a fancy chair now. You go back. You kill the emperor. What does everybody do? They go to work. They don't care what you're doing. Only you care what you're doing. You think you're so awesome with all your dragon shouts, riding a dragon, flying across the sky, watching horses climb up cliffs. But honestly, no. They don't care. Okay? They really don't care. And the only time they really, and like, sometimes, like, you commit crimes and they still don't care. Like, in Oblivion, like, if you were the head of the Thieves Guild and you assassinated people, you had this little thing called infamy, which made it harder for you to, you know, buy stuff from people sometimes, because they know you're a bad boy. In Skyrim, they just don't care. In Skyrim, they don't care. If you wiped out the guards in another city, I'm pretty sure the merchants in another city probably won't even realize that you wiped out another city.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what's a game that uses a ton of game jargon but explains it all during its intro? Metal Gear 4. Metal Gear 4
actually, see, I had no Metal Gear 4 is not a good one, because what happened was that when I played Metal Gear 4, I understood absolutely nothing the entire time. JW. GW.
No, I'm specifically talking about the intro. Not the when they start talking about GW and all that shit. I'm talking about the intro
where they basically say, nanomachines, PMCs.
It's just like nanomachines, PMCs. The economy's all based around war. You need to stop this shit. Go. Yeah.
You've got 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that stuff, but everything after that was like a gigantic mess that I just I don't follow. It's just like, all of a sudden Otacon's talking about this and I don't even know who Otacon is. What are we doing with Naomi? Why are there geckos around? What liquid snake was what? It took me probably 2 or 3 playthroughs before I finally figured out, oh, it used to be Ocelot who apparently had some limb attachment and became... I forgot the name. That's just how confusing it is.
Yeah, no, Metal Gear is stuck up its own asshole. That's Metal Gear's fault. But I'm talking about the intro of that game. Like, it opens very strong. You know, like, the first Infamous opens very strong. Like, why can't The Witcher do this? No, The Witcher needs, like, oh, well, we're gonna have
we're hunting for Ciri for some reason, which I'm like, oh, is Ciri Geralt's child? Oh, wait, I have to read the glossary to actually understand she's of elder blood. Got it. Gotcha.
Like, it does exactly what Final Fantasy 13 does, where it's like, fucking, here's a manual of shit that you can read to understand what's going on instead of us actually doing it through exposition because fuck you.
Yeah, like, it does. Final Fantasy 13. I don't know why, but I love that story for some reason.
But to understand it, you have to go into the code, like the book, and read all that shit.
You really do, because otherwise you just get, like, bits and pieces of it. And that's... Ugh.
Well... Yeah. Okay, well...
And then they made a second one. And I was just like, oh, you have to do it again. Except for this one, the hallway has mini doors, Ed boy. That is the best way to describe too.
Oh, God.
Honestly, I sit here and I honestly really don't know about The Witcher. It's like, right now, currently, I really like it. But I sit back and I'm like, well, what happened for me to really like it? And that is the city of Novigrad. Like, that is, like I said, that has to be single-handedly the most awesome city I've ever played in. Or one of the most awesome. I don't even know if it's... I don't know if I would consider it better than the area of San Andreas in Grand Theft Auto 5. What's another great city? I mean, it's just Novigrad's really awesome, and I just really, really love that city, and I've been doing so much in it. In fact, I haven't even moved anywhere in the story besides finishing Spirit Quest in that city because it's so great. And I just thought, wow, this game is really pretty. I like what they did the music. I actually kind of like the combat. I'm actually getting geared quite well, and you know what? This game is pretty good. But then I think, well, how bad are the low points? Because I actually didn't really have much interest in this game until recently. Partly because before reaching the city, it was, okay, Roach, you're on cruise control. Just have radar guided cruise control and lane departure BS, and don't stray off the road. Wake me up when we get there.
See, I like straying off the road because I don't like taking the beaten path in any game. Like, especially games that. I like to
if you do that, you're gonna run into
random things.
Yeah, but then if you do that, you're gonna run off the cliff and oh look, a gajillion monsters.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I ran into things that insta-killed me all the time. Same with Dragon Age Inquisition. Like, I would just, oh, this bear doesn't look that tough. Oh, it one-shotted me. Whoops. But I just like doing that because then you can find chests with super good weapons in it, like, early on. And you're like, haha, defense.
I don't know. I really like it. That's because the side quests are... I don't know. I guess what I see is quite different from what everyone else saw. That being said, I did do specific things like I didn't take on a single contract. I tried one and was like, use this smoke bomb to get this enemy out of the nest. And I'm like, I don't have one. And then when I looked it up, I'm like, oh wait, I have to make one? Nope.
I did those. Those were actually kind of fun.
I didn't do contracts. They introduced you to a contractor in the game. I haven't done one since. Instead, all I've been doing has been running around everywhere, being everyone's messenger boy. But at least that's how the main story makes it feel like. You're running around being everyone's messenger boy and being transferred from phone line to phone line all day. But side quests, like, yeah, I feel like there was a good mix between combat and talking. And I also really like this about The Witcher, where I am kind of tired of Western RPGs that constantly shove you into a giant house or cave all the frickin' time. I'm tired of caves. I understand they're called dungeons, but a dungeon doesn't have to happen under the earth. A dungeon can happen in the sky. A dungeon can happen inside a volcano. A dungeon can happen inside a haunted house. It doesn't have to be shoved into the frickin' dirt like, I don't know, Elder Scrolls, where every single dungeon is like some enclosed dark space filled with 15 different traps with glitched up switches. Anyways, in The Witcher, it's like, hey, we're not shoving through a dungeon. In fact, that's actually one of the reasons why I didn't really like the beginning of The Witcher too much, is that early on, they're like, okay, the hunt's here, go into this cave, and I'm like, god damn, I'm so done with caves. Just stop with the cave. And fortunately, that was the only big cave I had to run through in the whole game so far. So that's good. That's good.
Yeah, well, that's one thing I do like about Skyrim. Like there's castles and there's like caves and there's like in the case of
but in the case of Skyrim, sometimes they make caves that are endlessly long. Like I remember the story quest that took you through the Dwarven ruins, and it probably took you like 30 minutes to an hour to walk across the entire ruins. And by the time you got out on the other side, you realized you had just walked underneath the entire mountain. That I did not like that one.
I don't know.
All right, we should move on to
a different topic. Yeah, bro.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Look, I like The Witcher 3, but
yeah.
Because I've been feeling I'm gonna be fighting this uphill battle all the way through Game of the Year awards. Like I can already tell the way things are swinging.
You have the Mulan soundtrack.
Yeah, like if it comes to the point where it's like fucking everyone, like those three, like Anthony, I think your Game of the Year is gonna be something weird, like Forza.
Yeah, like I played The Witcher. It's like right now I really like it, but it doesn't. I mean, aside from the game's looks and some small tidbits, like, you know, you get to go to a mansion and you're helping this person escape, like stuff like that. So like, it doesn't exactly blow my mind away. It's kind of like one of those. It almost blows my mind away, but it's not quite there yet. Who knows? Maybe we'll find something that'll blow my mind. Yes, playing Batman will blow my mind away.
I was gonna say Bloodborne,
but yeah, Bloodborne's pretty amazing, pretty incredible.
Not interested.
I'm halfway through it.
I haven't even made it to the real part of the game.
So it should be better, is what you're telling me.
Yes, it gets
better.
A lot better.
It's already incredible. So,
like, let's put it this way: that hype you feel for Batman, you're just about there for Bloodborne.
All right, great. But yeah, also Anthony, Ray and I have discovered if you play the Banjo-Kazooie soundtrack over anything, it is hilarious.
So you can replace Nincat with that.
I mean,
yes.
Like, I want to sit you down for some like tragic scene in a game, and then play Mumbo's Mountain.
So just play Mumbo's Mountain over the end of Heavy Rain.
Yeah. Or like that scene in Heavy Rain where he has to chop off his finger.
Yeah.
Imagine this doing that. Ah! Ah! Anthony, can we please do that for site?
Do what now?
I think we need to play the game though, otherwise it won't.
All right, well let's play Heavy Rain. Sure.
Just for that.
Fucking why not? Anthony, can we please make a video for the website where it's that scene in Heavy Rain where you have to chop off your own finger and then play Mumbo's Mountain music over it?
I look forward to hysterically laughing at such a tragically hilarious scene. Because it wasn't bad enough that I was considered insane because I was laughing at Metal Gear Phantom Pain during Nincat.
If this makes you feel better, we're laughing at this right now.
Yeah, we're playing it right now.
Hold on.
Except in that case, at least it's just a finger and not a, well,
body
removing a bomb.
Hold on.
Removing a bomb. No, Bronson. We can play this during the end of Batman.
That would just be weird.
No, it fits the Joker.
Hold on. All right, let's get to this scene. Hold on.
Get off my feet.
Hold on.
Wind it a little bit.
This is horrible.
Okay, guys.
Hold on, we're almost there. Let's chop the finger off.
No, guys, like really, our audience can't see it, and I for sure can't see it.
All right, well, I have homework for everyone. on YouTube, go off the go to the scene in Heavy Rain where Ethan has to cut off the end of his finger, and play Mumbo's Mountain from Banjo-Kazooie's soundtrack over it. It's pretty magical. Like, it is.
Okay, guys.
We're horrible people. Alright, I'm moving to the next topic. We're sorry.
In charge of the computer.
Like, really, guys, this is like unscripted, not Gamecast.
That's well, that's the podcast. Fine, Anthony. I'm making this a side project for you. I'll get you the footage. We'll record the footage. Or do you just want to Let's Play Heavy Rain in January?
I don't know.
Alright. So, PlayStation Plus and Games with Gold, those are things.
Yes.
Wait, what is the thing now?
PlayStation Plus and Games with Gold.
Yeah.
Well, they've announced the games for August.
Cool.
And both of them are woefully disappointing, and the PlayStation one is slightly better. So, on Xbox, you're getting Metal Gear 5, Ground Zeroes, How to Survive, Storm Warning Edition. And on 360, you're getting Metro 2033 and Metro Last Light. In the PS4, you are getting Lara Croft and the Temple of Osiris, Limbo, Stealth Inc. 2, Sound Shapes, and Castle Storm. All of those are also on Vita, except for the Temple of Osiris. And God of War Ascension.
Okay.
Man, that's really disappointing after Rocket League.
Yeah.
To be honest, it has been disappointing for a long time.
No, dude, there have been some pretty good games on the Games with Gold.
Shogun Skull?
Transistor, Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy, I love that game. That game is fantastic.
Yeah, Rogue Legacy was awesome. I love Transistor. Transistor was my number 2 game of the year last year.
Transistor was really good.
But no, Sound Shapes is awesome. I encourage people to look into Sound Shapes for this month. Rocket League was great last month. The month before that, Skulls of Shogun and Metal Gear were both good games. May, Guacamelee and The Unfinished Swan are 2 of the best games I've ever played. April didn't really have anything. March had Papa and Yo and Valiant Hearts, which are both great games. February had Transistor, Apotheon, Yakuza 4, and Rogue Legacy.
Wait, Yakuza 4 was free in that month?
Yeah.
Oh, I never got it then. Whoops.
January was Infamous First Light and The Swapper, and DuckTales are all good. I don't know, Anthony. These are some pretty good games. Like every month there's at least one that's worth getting.
One okay game, yeah.
Yeah, worth getting. Like, there's one game that's like, I'll give that a look. And then every now and then you get a Transistor or a Rocket League. And it's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Xbox Live one is way more disappointing, though. Far, far more disappointing.
I don't know. Like, there's... To be fair, though, like, with the games with Gold or with the PlayStation Plus... Like, every now and then, though, there's just a game that's just, like, they just have, that month where it's super disappointing.
Yeah, Games with Gold has had, a couple of those, though.
Where it was Pool for, 4 months straight.
Yeah, where they had, Pool for month after month after month after month after month after month after month. Like, they had, 4 straight months of Pool, more Pool.
They're like, we don't want to give out any of our really good games.
But then there was a month where they had Rayman Legends.
Yeah.
So, I mean... Anyway, Smash Brothers getting more new stuff, Anthony.
Yes!
They're getting tournament mode.
Tournament mode is coming out next month in North America. And also, the game is getting a replay upload feature to YouTube, a King K. Rool and Crom Mii costumes. And these are coming out in Japan. We're not sure when they're coming stateside. But Hyrule Castle 64 and Peach's Castle 64 are 2 new stages coming to the game.
Yeah!
I played a lot of Hyrule Castle 64 back in the day.
Castle was my stage.
I just want San Fran City again.
That was a fun
Because what did I do on the
really
N64? We played on Saffron City, and I played as Pikachu, dropping the thunder everywhere.
Yep.
Drop the bass. Turn on the dishwasher and the washing machine at the same time. That's dubstep.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm always up for more Smash DLC, particularly stages and characters.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get that Splatoon DLC pack and make a Splatoon me, because, I mean, that's basically... Come on,
the government is turning our kids into squids and you need one.
Yes, the government is pocketing! Wow! I love Splatoon. It's... That game, like... And they keep adding more free DLC to it. Like, I think in a couple of months, that game, like, well, the finished product is now a Game of the Year contender. Not so much what launched with it. Next up... Square Enix announces Dragon Quest XI. It will be arriving on PS4 and 3DS, and reports that that Square Enix is considering a Nintendo NX release. The 3DS version offers both polygonal and sprite-based graphic sets at the same time, so depending on what you want to play. And yeah.
Can I say how excited I am for this?
Okay, go. Talk.
It just looks like, I don't know, like, I love the Dragon Quest games. I always have since I was little. Like, they always just, like, they pull me in super quick. But I don't know, like, this one just seems interesting that it's for PS4 and the 3DS. Like, that's a weird combination to me.
Yeah, that is weird. Anthony?
Oh, crap, I spaced out. Shit.
Dragon Quest 11.
I tried playing Dragon Quest. What's the one I have? 9? It's the
Yeah.
one they printed a bajillion Sentinels of the Starry Sky, something like that. I forgot what it was. I tried playing it, and I'm like, this feels like the most vanilla of the JRPGs, and that probably makes sense, and I didn't get very far. I tried. I
Well, I
didn't
always
really
saw
get
those
it.
were like the Final Fantasy games. Like, some of them are really good, and some of them you just
The
play once
thing about
and-
Final
for
Fantasy is
5
that they're
minutes.
always like Final Fantasy. They're like changing it up a lot because it's like 11 plays differently from 12, which plays really differently from 13, which plays really differently from 14, which plays way differently from 15. It's like they're changing it up all the time that you just never know what the main series is going to do next. Like,
Yeah,
11's an MMO that wasn't World of Warcraft at all. 12 was I had no clue. 13 was Go North Mash A. 14 is a Sword, a WoW clone with a Final Fantasy style to it, which worked out pretty well actually. And 15, okay, you're not mashing A and going north. It's a lot more sophisticated and you do things. I don't know.
all right. Well, that's all the news I got. Anthony, you got anything?
Yes, Windows 10 is out.
That's more for the raid.
This is Microsoft's first big operating system in over 5 years. So anyone who has a copy or a system with like Windows 8.1 or Windows 7, you can get a free upgrade for the next year. Windows 10 is out, and as usual, it's pretty early. Lots of hype because of DirectX 12. Lots of hype because, well, it's a new operating system from Microsoft, and lots of hype because, this is going to be the next big jump for a lot of people. And my personal opinion so far is, let's wait maybe a month to see how this operating system is going to work out as far as drivers and programs go. Then you can consider upgrading, because as much as I would love to jump onto Windows 10 and see, the amazing new revolution that Cortana will bring to my life, I'm not gonna risk our capture software just bugging out on the system like crazy.
Yeah.
This happens a lot. Like, it used to be far worse than going from Windows Vista to 7 or 7 to 8, because, like, can you imagine? Like, I remember way back in the day when I was very little, going from Windows 98 or Windows ME to Windows XP was such a drastic jump that freaking Windows 98 programs just could not function in XP. And that's because under the hood, way deep underneath, that stuff they call kernel, really, really different. Windows 98 was like MS-DOS kind of stuff in a way, and Windows XP was like Windows NT. And since Windows XP, things weren't so bad because every major operating system from Windows has been based on Windows NT kernel for however long. It's a long time. So going from 7 to 8.1 didn't kill anything, as far as I could tell. But still, every time you have a new driver, you kind of have to think about it. Like NVIDIA, like in the case of the NVIDIA, they have a driver for Windows 7 and 8.1, and then they have a separate driver for Windows 10, I noticed on the website, because Windows 10 uses DirectX 12. So that's something to be careful about. And I don't know how DirectX games are going to work in Windows 10 because, you know, it's just, there's a lot of stuff. And, you know, like, for example, my editing software is like freaking like 5 years old. Is it going to work on, sorry, 5 years old? 4 years old. Is it going to work in Windows 10? If not, I guess I'm going to have to stick with 7 and 8. So that's I don't know much about Windows 10 if I'm honest. It's like, oh look, shiny new operating system.
All right. Well, the last piece, I do have one last piece of news, and we're going to talk it in depth in the raid. But quick little hit now is a new World of Warcraft expansion is going to be unveiled on August 6th at Gamescom.
Really?
Which that seems about right.
Every 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, one comes out every 2 years or so. Yeah, so, yeah, like, I'm curious what it's going to be, because the rumor is it's going to be the underwater expansion.
No. No one wants that.
Personally, I'm hoping for another Burning Legion expansion. But, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we don't have any questions or comments, so please follow us on Facebook, thegameraccess.com. Please get us on iTunes. Look up the GameCraft Gamecast, The Raid, and Unscripted Access. We're on twitch.tv/thegameraccess. The Super Senpai Brothers are back on Sundays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 6 to 8 o'clock. The Shiitakes are on Tuesdays. Thursdays, and Mondays from 7 to 9. And we'll be back next week with more Unscripted Access, and hopefully I will be gone and Mr. McCandless will be here. Bye, everyone. We love you.
Bye.